Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fermi Paradox. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to those of you who are new to the channel and have subscribed to follow along on this wonderful journey. And thank you to all those who have left comments of encouragement and also have pointed out the obnoxiously loud music on the last 3 episodes. It was a known bug in the system and the developers are awesome and have already gotten on it, so we should not have that problem moving forward. So if you're listening to this and enjoying the nice relaxing experience of a god creating the universe, you will not be blasted out of your seat if there's an extinction event. So let's go and get into this. Just to recap, we've got the humans, we got the Rama, and we've got the Kular, our brand new pig tribe over here. And I'm just really feeling, well, I mean, I want to see this. I'm pretty sure that this will tie into the Kular tribe here. We'll get them some increased, wise person, so we got some increased technology for them. I'm just kind of feeling the universe right now. Let's just take in the universe as it is. See if we can get anybody in the Trappist Prime. Ooh, Alpha Centauri. Let's see what's over here. Continental drift creates a new landmass on Proxima Centauri b. I'm kind of thinking about Frogstar over here. In Frogstar, a moon escapes a gas giant's orbit and becomes a dwarf planet. Well, that's going to be useful. Maybe there's going to be some life on that planet. Depends on if it's in the green belt, which is the proper distance from the sun to grow life. So a minor planet is formed from ice and debris in the Trappist system. Alright, Kular, how are you guys doing? In the Rigel System. Knowledge. Excellent. So we're now at this stage for the Kular. The Kular create long and beautiful songs full of deep knowledge about the world and their people. These songs are memorized, improved, and taught from generation to generation. They're like, we are the Kular, we are the pig people, and we will grow from dust, and we will fight, and we will grow as a people, 'cause we know we must. We are the Songwalkers. We bring you the music of your ancestors, the dance of the gods, and the lyrics of wisdom. Hatchlings, listen to the wind and to the water. Listen to your hearts and your soul. Leshe, father, mother of Or, Tegan Songwalker, 9,000 years before the awakening in the Tea Garden system. So another alien race we're getting a preview of here. Alright, hello Kular. So, we can either hit a dead end here and gain some synthesis, regular development for nothing, or we can give them a lot and get them caught up. We're doing okay on synthesis right now. I'm pretty sure this will get them to the next age. I think let's spend the 20 synthesis and let's try to get them up to the Bronze Age here. Let's go for that. These songs are crucial for the identity of the Kular. They sing them constantly, and those who master the songs are chosen to lead their tribes. So that wonderful song they just sang, man, that's going to be the foundation of a society here. I'm so sorry that your god gave that to you. And oh, good God, come on. Okay, so we gotta wait. Do we want to add a little dystopia here? I feel like they could probably handle it. Or we can go question mark. Let's go for the dystopia. They grow to fear their ruthless great singer. That awful song of the Kular that inspires tears and fear in their eyes. All right, let's see here. Question mark. More of them. Let's go for the question mark. They found a promising new clan. All right, new tech. There we go. We're in the Bronze Age. All right. In the Bronze Age, the Kular began testing the limits of their planet's generosity by cultivating crops, raising animals for food, and clearing forests in order to build primitive cities. Early mining and metalworking skills allow them to craft better weapons and tools, and they learn how to document knowledge via written language. The drones of our hive started digging. Oh yeah, we've read that one before. Let's see here. So we hit the Bronze Age. Let's see, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to gain power like the humans? Are they going to gain wisdom like the Rama tribe? I think we're just going to go for advancement. Pretty middle of the line here. Doesn't cost anything. And it'll boost them up here. Alright. Let's take some of these. Let's foster these guys a little bit more. The Kular are now able to build stable settlements on Rigel 7 and sustain them with agriculture. Awesome. So let's go ahead and check out the Rama Scholar Kingdoms. I love that they're called the Scholar Kingdoms. That's such a cool thing that they add depending on what you choose, is what the societies are called. It could be the empires, they could be the the democracies or whatever, but they're the Scholar Kingdoms as they sail the seas. The Rama developed vessels capable of exploring the farthest corners of the planet. The flourishing traffic of goods and ideas advances the fields of navigation, chemistry, and engineering. While rough pirates sail the sea regions of Tau Ceti III, universities house printed books safeguarding the accumulated knowledge of Rama civilization. Alright. Let's see here. So we can go for power. Gain some synthesis. They are doing very well as a society, so taking a little hit to the potential war casualties and to their utopia would be okay. I did look into this a little bit more as I'm like learning along here. I looked into the help section of the game here, and basically when we choose these minuses or pluses here, they don't directly affect our what do you call these? Our progress bars here. They don't directly affect them. What they do is they directly affect the percentages of the growth of the people, or how much resource scarcity there is, or how many war casualties will happen. And so that eventually will influence the future events that come up. So for example, if there's a big war that happens, or if there's a huge atrocity that happens, and this is really, really high, or potential war casualties are really, really high, then it's more likely that that there's going to be more people that will die. So what it comes down to is we want to essentially set these things up so that the future things that happen will be more positive than negative. So for example, being in utopia, more positive things will happen in the society. For example, we've got a scholar kingdom where everything is kind of like based on knowledge and enlightenment, whereas in our human society, people might do sort of negative things, put people in subjugation. I mean, things like indentured servitude or slavery, or even just a matter of the masses being under a ruler who doesn't listen to them, could be all parts of dystopia here, and that would come up more if we were in the dystopia section. But we're in utopia here, and we could take a hit to that if we wanted to, or for nothing we can improve our wisdom and utopia, which is definitely what the Rama do. The discovery of new lands and peoples inspires the Rama to re-examine social and scientific principles. I love my plant people. Let's give them this. See, it goes up here, and obviously as time progresses forward, because this is going up, then this raised as we were going there. So it looks like it's obviously all connected, but it looks like this is being affected, but it's really this being affected. And then over time, this increases because of this. Alright, let's collect some flares. They're now able to reach the farthest corners of Tau Ceti III and create capitals there. The Nautical Age technology let the Rama gather material and biomass resource on all land masses off Tau Ceti III. Let's add to more of them. The growing capital expands its influence on Tau Ceti III. Good. More utopia. I want to create like a max utopia here. The Rama created a new style of architecture and redefined the shape of their constructions. Let's go for the big question mark here. Resources going up. On Tau Ceti 3, the new ideas of a brilliant academic are circulated widely among the Rama. Let's see here. I mean, either one works. We're going to increase utopia. The Rama compose an epic poem recounting their history. I think the epic poem goes something like, Rama, on back of crab we ride. We grow with sea and land at our side. Animal and fauna, flora, die. I just realized animal and fauna are exactly the same thing. So it'd be more like flora, fauna, survive. There we go. We just wrote a poem, you guys. The Rama compose an epic poem. Yes, okay. Human dynasties. Oh, good God. Of course it does. Thanks, humans, for dropping bombs on everybody. Alright, but they aren't even in the bomb age yet, so let's see what this is all about. Great War threatens the Sol system. International Worker Revolt. The suppressed worker class of Earth organizes a social revolution to overthrow the current ruling factions. The powerful military forces of the suppressors immediately work to put down the armed rebellion. Freedom in capitalist society always remains about the same as it was in the ancient Greek republics. Freedom for the slave owners. So, as I was just talking about, where the human society is more in dystopia, so clearly some not so good things are going on. Vladimir Lenin, the Russian revolutionary, said this. Not Putin, different Russian. Alright, let's see here. So we can buy out peace. We could have total war. Let's see here. The revolt is crushed with massive force. So this is putting down the revolt. By supreme force, the surviving workers start a desperate guerrilla campaign against the suppressors, trapped in an endless circle of gruesome retaliatory strikes and violent uprisings. The deployment of countless poison gases destroys all humans and their entire environment. What? Destroys all humans. So, I mean, it doesn't have an extinction little symbol here, but I don't like that it says it destroys all humans. I'm not going to risk that, especially not for 7 synthesis points. We could go middle line. The workers liberate some of the nations on Earth, but are brutally defeated in other regions of the planet. And we have, oh boy, 17.3 million casualties. That's so many. Let's go. Let's sue for peace here. I think we've got the points. Let's go for it. We're just going to have to take some hits with every other civilization moving forward so we can gain this back so that this doesn't happen to anybody else. Let's see. Most soldiers sympathize with the cause and defect of the revolutionary armies. Earth is overthrown overnight by the worker revolution. Okay, so the revolutionaries win in this situation. They take out the harsh ruler. So let's go for this one. Let's take out the synthesis and sue for peace here. Okay. The humans are able to support large stele areas with industrial production pipelines. Cool. The technology of the industrialization give the humans access to fossil fuels and mineral resources deep under the surface of Earth. Cool. Now, I have talked about wanting to take a hit on some societies, but they are so high on the potential casualties list here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just come back out here to the universe. And let's see. Let's take a hit for Kular if they've got one. Let's just go for regular synthesis here. Bronze Age technology provides the Kular to access easy-to-mine resources. Okay. They might not have a lot of negatives right off the bat because they're still in the Bronze Age. Let's see here. Natural hazards reduce the Kular population. Do I want to take a positive? Let's go ahead and do a little dystopia here to gain some synthesis. An ambitious Kular realm conquers new territories. Okay, let's go back to the humans, see what they're up to. The humans reached the nuclear age. Awesome. Congratulations, you guys. You've done it. Did I sound sincere? When rocket technology begins to take off, the race for space dominance among the emerging superpowers of Earth is on. The threat of human extinction looms over heavier on the horizon as they delve into the secrets of the atom. Meanwhile, in suburbia, the masses are unsure whether to be frightened or excited about the social upheaval about to shake up their notions of sexuality, drug use, and civil rights. So we're in the 60s, got it. Also, rock and roll could become a thing. Robert Oppenheimer. This is actually interesting. So this is someone who was quoted as being the creator of the atomic bomb, but interestingly enough, the grandfather of the nuclear age and the atomic bomb is actually Fermi, which is the namesake for this game. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. What a thing to say. All right. Come on, Tumulus. Crazy 60s. Tumultuous. That's the word I was looking for. So we do not have enough to get wisdom, because that is a lot. Power is something we might go for, but we have such high casualties right now that I don't know that it's going to make any difference if we just go even further on that. We're doing okay. I mean, we don't have a lot of humans, but we're doing okay on the amount of resources. So I might just take the hit for the 7 synthesis, because it seems pretty basic. But let's see what it says here. What's the flavor text? Heading further down the warpath, the humans can expect to see assault rifles, jet fighters, and napalm, not to mention the mother of all bombs. Yeah, that one. The atom bomb. Well, eventually it'll be the nuke. So we're going to go for that one. I feel like we're following more or less the natural trajectory of actual humanity. Alright, the humans are able to support large stellar areas with large amounts of energy. The nuclear age technology let the humans harvest the radioactive resources and fossil fuels in the oceans of Earth. Let's go ahead and take a hit here to gain some synthesis. The number of oil rigs on Earth increases. That sounds about right. Alright, Kular, what are you guys up to? Depopulation. Oh dear. Okay. Crop plagues. Primitive Kular field crops are plagued by pest insects and plant diseases. The population of Rigel 7 suffers as entire harvests are lost. Sorry for I just am imagining those giant pig animals with these traditional Asian style straw hats on, and I cannot unsee that in my mind. I think that would be amazing. I just imagine them in their crops, their rice fields and whatever, with these giant hats on. Because I'm imagining these creatures as being huge, because they look hulking on the page here, but maybe they're really tiny. I'm imagining they're huge. It's my game, my playthrough here, so they're huge. In a period of 7 years, grain was scant. Kernels were dried up, scarce was every kind of food, every man robbed his twin, everyone was in distress. The famine stella Egyptian inscription. Interesting, because I was just thinking that sounds like the famine in the Bible. For those of you who went to Sunday school, the story of Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. As you can probably imagine, that's where I got my knowledge of Joseph, and his magical coat was from Broadway. All right, crop plagues. Okay, what are we going to do with this? Massive depopulation. Don't think I can do that. They're so, well, I mean, they're not terribly, I don't know, but for 7 points? I don't know, I guess every little bit counts. Plant diseases mutate and crop-eating insects swarm fields, starving the inhabitants of Rigel 7. The species abandons farming and returns to hunting and collecting wild plants. One thing I would definitely like to see is more of a concrete example of what each of these things does, because if each of these things, if I know it does a negative 2%, for example, then I'd be at 0% growth here, but it doesn't necessarily take a hit to the amount of people necessarily, just amount of the fact that they're not going to be able to grow in the upcoming years. But that's at least how I'm interpreting it. A variety of mostly ineffective techniques are used on the crop plague, losing many yields. In the process, the Kular population starts to decline. I think I'm sorry you guys, we're gonna take a hit on you guys here so that we can gain some synthesis. And you guys are still pretty new, so I'm not terribly worried, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So now we're in negative growth. Okay, so people are dying here. The Kular are dying, and we did take a little hit here because of time passing. But as we're progressing forward, we're going to need to get more of them. We're going to need to up the percentage here. So actually, that was a good point. So 3 of them did 12. So the math there is that each were worth 4%. I mean, I don't know if that's universal across the board, but in my mind, at least, that makes sense that each one's 4%. But of course, it's very hard for it to be universal because obviously this one is not a percentage. I don't know. It's very... I think we just have to kind of take it on interpretation there. So let's see. Let's gain some synthesis. The influential Kular Great Ruler rises to power on Rigel 7. Let's increase their technology. They mourn the death of a great sage. Let's go here. So another great sage dies. Every animal on the planet develops some kind of fur, even the ocean fish and the bird species. Let's see here. Okay, but we do want this because we want to gain back some of that growth. So one of them did 4%. No, did 2%. Weird. Okay. So it's not an exact thing. So it might be randomized every time you click on it. It's hard to say. All you know is it's going to go up or down. So the settlement became a center of trade and commerce. Their potential casualties are doing okay, so I don't need to take that. Let's just take one synthesis here. They establish a new realm. Alright, how are the Rama doing? I haven't heard from them in a while. Interesting. They're in the industrial age now. What is this? This is what I don't know if I want shrimp or if I want to vomit. I don't know what this is, but it's very interesting. Alright.